Hey, we're talking second generation mini coolant pipes. This is the pipe that goes between your thermostat here. It goes from the thermostat across here into your water pump. So in fact, the water pump's pumping fluid from there through into the thermostat. So this is a very crucial pipe on these minis, N14, N12, N16, N18. And these can cause catastrophic engine failure if they go and leak, which is what they do very, very regularly. It's a really bad design. Anyway, so this video is to tell you about, we're going to look at the OEM versus an aftermarket. So this is an aftermarket Febi. This is the original BMW. Now, when you're looking at parts and you think, oh, I'm trying to save money or whatever, this is about 80 quid, 80 pounds or 80 euros. And this is usually about 17 or something like that. So a lot of people go for these. Well, they're just asking for trouble. So this video is to try and persuade people to only ever buy these, because you're going to cause yourself a lot of, well, you're going to ruin your engine. So look, this is the Febi one. The first thing you can see is a different type of plastic. Now, all plastics are not the same, as you all know, with like plastic containers and plastic boxes, etc. Some can get very brittle very quickly, and that's the same with these sort of things. So this will be made out of a cheap, inferior quality plastic to these, because these things will generally last 100,000 kilometers, 100,000 miles even, whereas these, well, this is let go. I've had to take this off now because it's let go and it's potentially destroyed my engine after only a year. So I'm actually going to send this back to Febi and put a complaint in on there. But if you can see here, look, if you can see there's a split that runs from here all the way down there, and that's what's happened. That's split. So as soon as that warms up, you just get all the water just gets pressed, comes flying out of that crack. All right, and that crack has emanated from here. Now, if you actually look on here, you can see, look, it's even starting to bubble up. Oh, terrible. If you look here, look, it's all bubbling in places. Look, it's starting to go there, and that'll split on that seam there again, and it's bubbling here. And this has only been in for about 14 months. So it's obvious that this plastic is completely of inferior quality to the original. The other thing is, when you buy these aftermarket ones, the O-ring that comes on the end is the wrong size. It's a 3.5 millimeter diameter O-ring, and you need the original BMW 3.35. So even if you don't listen and heed what I'm saying here and you buy an aftermarket pipe, you need to buy the original OEM BMW O-ring, which is a 3.35 diameter O-ring, because when you push that into the housing on the block, that is just the right size to go in. If you get the 3.5 millimeter, which comes with this as standard, then that bulges out, and what can quite happen is you'll get a bulge and it'll look like it's sealed, and then as soon as it gets hot, it'll start leaking, and then you've got to take it all off again. Again, another difference, if you can see that crack emanated from here, this lug. Now if you actually look at the lug on this one here, look, you see how that you can see insert lines here. So that means that the mold that made this was a lot more complicated and expensive than the mold that made this, where there's nothing. But these have literally just been literally molded on there, whereas this has been a much more complicated mold, which means you've got a much better piece of formed plastic, shall we say. So that's a really important thing to know. So not only is it just the plastic, but it's how it's been made and how it's been formed, as I say, because you can see on this one it's already starting to look bubble and split when it really is on its last legs. This is expensive, over four times the price of this, but it is well worth it, because as I'm finding out now, this is split. I completely refreshed the engine, so new piston rings, everything new, redone, and after 15 months, it's just split on me. Now I might be lucky and I've got away with it, because I was just driving home and I wasn't driving hard, and it was really cold weather, but let's see. I'll only know when I get this back on. Anyway, this is the difference between these two pipes. Don't buy one of these. Don't, Febi or anyone else, just don't. Only buy the original BMW one. They're the only ones that you can generally guarantee are going to fit. I mean, in the ideal situation, they do stainless steel aftermarket pipes or aluminium aftermarket pipes. I'd use one of those, but I can't get hold of one of those at the moment where I am. So I'm going to put this back in, and then when I get time in the summer, I'm going to go to England and get a stainless steel one, and we'll fit that up. So I'll fit the stainless steel pipe in England with a new thermostat. So these thermostats are usually good if they're original for about maybe 7 to 10 years. If it's an aftermarket, I'll be changing it every 5 years, just to be safe, because these can split and dump all your fluid as well. But this is generally the one that goes first. It's really is a pain, because it's such a bad design. Why can't they make a metal pipe to start with, or even just a rubber one from the pump to the... I hope this video's been helpful. I hope this video tried to convince you not to ever use one. The next video in this series is reinstalling the link pipe and the thermostat back on the engine. There's a 4-part series which I've made about finding out where the coolant leak is and taking... That's the part number that you need. That's the BMW part number. So, hope you like the video. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, send me a comment. Just remember the most important thing, you can do it, and we'll see you on the next video.